What is the keto diet? Have you been wondering recently about the ketogenic diet? You've come to the right place. This popular eating plan is low in carbohydrates and rich in fats, sharing similarities with Atkins and low carb diets. It offers some proven benefits for weight loss, health, and performance, which is why the ketogenic diet has become one of the most sought after nutritional trends. Let's explore the main aspects of this diet and how it can be beneficial. The ketogenic diet is a powerful tool to burn fat more efficiently. This is achieved by properly balancing foods, drastically reducing carbohydrate intake to only 20 to 50 grams per day, while increasing fat and protein intake. This diet is increasingly recommended by doctors and health professionals. It is also one of the most effective ways to treat epilepsy. If you are thinking about following this diet, it is important to learn more about it. Benefits of the keto diet. Research has shown that this type of diet is beneficial for weight loss, health, and performance. Here are some of the most well-known examples. Number 1. Ketosis reduces appetite. When you don't eat for a long time, your stomach releases a hormone called ghrelin, which is responsible for regulating appetite. One study investigated the connection between ketosis and appetite and found that in the state of ketosis some subjects' ghrelin levels were reduced. However, this is not something that can be generalized, as another study found that some subjects still had a very large appetite despite being in ketosis. Each person has a different metabolism. For this reason, you cannot generalize. The best thing to do is to try going into ketosis yourself and see what effects it has on your body. Number 2. Ketosis helps reduce body fat. On the one hand, this is because on a ketogenic diet there is no excess glucose that can be stored as fat. On the other hand, ketones formed from fatty acids are used to produce energy and are excreted through the urine. This means that in a state of ketosis you are constantly burning fat. Number 3. Ketosis prevents cravings. According to numerous studies, subjects who followed a ketogenic diet stopped cravings after a period of adaptation. How can this effect be explained? In a state of ketosis, blood sugar and insulin levels remain stable. Insulin levels are closely related to diet and especially to all forms of sugar. The higher the blood sugar level, the more insulin our body produces. This hormone is responsible for reducing blood sugar levels either by immediately converting sugar into energy or by storing it as glycogen in the liver and muscles. Rapid rises and falls in insulin levels lead to cravings. Cravings for sugar are inhibited by going into a state of ketosis. By not eating carbohydrates, the blood sugar level remains stable. Therefore, you feel fuller for longer and no longer crave sugar. Number 4. Ketosis improves concentration. The FACEB journal has pointed out the positive effect ketosis has on mental performance. Having a stable blood sugar level not only prevents cravings. By supplying energy more evenly to the body, especially the brain, the typical sudden drops in performance are avoided. Therefore, ketosis also improves concentration. How the keto diet works. First of all, we must understand what ketones are. Ketones are a waste product of body fat that is produced when the body burns fat for energy instead of carbohydrates. Once the body enters a state of ketosis, it begins to burn fat instead of carbohydrates for energy. The ketogenic diet is a low-carbohydrate, high-fat eating plan designed to bring the body into a state of ketosis. The goal of the ketogenic diet is to replace carbohydrates with foods high in fat and protein. This helps the body burn fat more efficiently and produce more ketones. However, it is important to follow the ketogenic diet correctly to get the best results. This means knowing which foods are appropriate in the right proportions, as well as which vegetables have the least amount of carbohydrates to stay within the recommended 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. The ketogenic diet is a powerful tool, but you have to know how to use it. Foods allowed on the ketogenic diet. There are a variety of allowable foods that can be consumed to achieve the goals of the ketogenic diet. For example, healthy fats, such as olive oil, avocados, and nuts, are an essential part of the diet. Lean meats, such as chicken breast and tuna, as well as eggs, are also suggested. In addition, a variety of low-carbohydrate vegetables, such as bell peppers, kale, spinach, cucumber, zucchini, broccoli, and mushrooms, are a great choice for the ketogenic diet. Other allowable foods include low-fat dairy, such as skim milk, low-fat yogurt, and cheddar cheese. Finally, some snacks allowed on the ketogenic diet are nuts and seeds such as chia and pumpkin. It is important to keep in mind the food charts to stay below those recommended 20 grams per day of carbohydrates, and it is essential to know which vegetables have the least amount of carbohydrates. Therefore, when following the ketogenic diet, it is important to follow the nutritional recommendations and consume the right foods in the right proportions. Tips for starting the ketogenic diet. Although each person adapts differently to the keto diet, the truth is that there are 3 phases common to all. Induction phase, arguably the most important because this is when carbohydrate intake is reduced to between 20 and 25 grams per day to enter the state of ketosis. This period usually lasts 3 to 4 weeks, and during this period you may feel a bit overwhelmed and even have stages of anxiety. The keys to success in this phase are: simplify your diet, eat enough protein and fat, avoid binge eating, and avoid snacking between meals. Ketogenic adaptation phase, it does not have a specific duration, it all depends on the goals set by each person. It is a complex process in which almost all body systems are involved. It is normal to feel tired or even notice the symptoms of the ketogenic flu, as the body needs to get used to using fatty acids and ketones as the main sources of energy. Maintenance phase, as in any diet, this phase is the most difficult to carry out, as the goal is to follow the new style of nutrition in the long term and you may fall into more than one temptation. Willpower is the fundamental pillar on which people must rely to successfully get out of this final phase. Despite the drawbacks that, a priori, reflects the keto or ketogenic diet, the truth is that there are many cases of people who have obtained great results following this nutritional regime. If you are considering starting the keto diet, we recommend our channel. If you liked it, give like and subscribe to stay up to date with our content.